In this video, we will showcase some maxed out Town Hall 13 attacks. Let's get into it. Hey guys, what is up? Judo Sloth here and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a good one. You guys enjoyed it when we showcased maxed out Town Hall 13 gameplay. What is it like to attack with a maxed account versus maxed defense? We showcased you this as part of the sneak peeks from the developer build, and courtesy of that, I wanted to bring you some more attacks so that you can see exactly what you should be upgrading. What are the strategies which are working? I have been upgrading and showcasing gameplay from my account in the game, and you guys can follow me on that journey. But back on the developer build, what should you be upgrading? We're going to start off with the Yeti Smash attack strategy. If you're upgrading any troops, I would highly recommend the brand new Yeti. It is amazing. Let's go ahead and show you one of the attacks that you can use using that troop, and I would recommend the Royal Champion as well. Get that new hero upgraded. If you do want to tune in for daily, educational, but entertaining Clash of Clans videos, we try and have a good mix. We teach you what you should be doing and how to attack, whilst also just having fun, having a laugh. Be sure to subscribe, turn on that notification bell. But let's get into the first attack using the brand new troop, the Yeti. Attack number 1, the Yeti Smash. This is very similar to the P.E.K.K.A. Smash. You want to use a Grand Warden walk if you can. So you're trying to get a multi. It's probably good to come in to the heroes initially, so kind of from this angle, which means I either want to take either the bottom multi or the right multi, and the right hand side multi is protected by the king and the champion, so the bottom multi is where we're going to try and create that funnel. Let's use a coconut loon first, followed by the healers onto my Grand Warden, and that is looking good. Tesla pops. We should actually, the Grand Warden gets the archer tower within his range. We can probably then snipe off. There we go. We can snipe off that Tesla with a balloon. Come on, Loon. Get the Tesla. It's not even going to get there. No. Okay, the Warden's going to get it anyway. Then it should go for the multi. Do we rage this? No, I don't think we do. Let's use the new siege barracks over there. Probably with the king, actually. Now let's use the Yeti to try and pull the Warden into this angle. That's what we want. Now let's use the jump, the queen, and let's wait just a second. We kind of need the funnel to be created a little bit, so I am going to manually pop my king's ability, push everything into the center. Then let's use the earthquake spells here. Poison, everything coming through. Could have used the Grand Warden's ability, but I think I'll wait just a little bit longer. Then let's use the Royal Champion down the bottom here. Oh, Eagle was actually smashed already, so we don't have to worry about the Eagle and the Grand Warden, but the Yeti are powering all of the way through, and I kind of want to rage up and to the Town Hall, try and take that down. Look at the Royal Champion down the bottom, taking out that scatter shot, doing a lovely job. Queen takes down the Giga, and because the Yeti have spread out around it, that is what you want to try and do. We missed the Royal Champion's ability. It's one of my favorite things to watch as well. Oh my word. This is beautiful. And that is it, guys. 3-star with the Yeti Smash. It's all about getting through the base appropriately, ensuring you can cut off the funnel. Let's just use that queen's ability because we can. Cut off the funnel on either side. I like to use the siege barracks, the new siege machine, to do that alongside the Warden walk, and then you can't really go wrong. You power through the middle of the base and you can take it out as long as you get through the splash. You have enough rage, you have enough access through the base with the Yeti. Beautiful stuff. Let's move to the next attack. Okay guys, so unfortunately we are no longer able to attack on the dev build, but I have plenty of replays of maxed out Town Hall 13 gameplay from the top players in the game as well. So you can look forward to a couple of other attacks here. I will throw a bit variety in. I know I mentioned the Electro Dragons, which did get that buff to level 4, and we had Rigotorez, team captain of Team Queso, getting the 3 stars with the Electro Dragons. That is the replay you are checking out. I will be sure to show you a couple of other strategies, and actually I have a video coming up here on the channel where I interviewed a lot of the players getting their tips for Town Hall 13. I am currently just working on the editing of that one, and you will see more replays, so be sure to subscribe in order to see that. But for the Electro Dragons, similarly to a Town Hall 12, you want to find a base where they can chain very easily through defenses. And one thing that we've seen at the live stream, which was very prevalent, is that because of all of the new defenses and how spread out the base can be, the kill squads or the queen charges specifically can be very powerful. So I would recommend trying to get the hang of this strategy, and Rigotorez does a fantastic charge here, managing to take out the entire bottom area of the base, manages to get the Town Hall as part of that. The Giga Tesla is definitely one of the defenses that if you can charge, you really should do, because even with the Grand Warden's ability, you still get stuck behind the frost or the freezing effect from it. So the queen can take it out without ever getting stuck on top of that. Now once the queen has charged into the bottom, Rigotorez very nicely starts the Electro Dragons to the left hand side in order to work side by side with the queen. Queen can continue to move forward, she can get in reach of the Eagle artillery. Meanwhile the E-Drags chain their way through the top of the base very nicely, and he uses rage spells to help out, not before using the Royal Champion to then come through the back end of the base and finish things off. So check out the E-Drags as they continue to move through the base. They are incredible at Town Hall 13, but similarly to Town Hall 12, you've just got to get their pathing right. You've just got to be able to chain them through the base, although granted with the Royal Champion, you can snipe off an extra air defense relatively easily. As you see in this example, you cannot time fail though, so do ensure that you have the troops around the map. A beautiful attack this one was, especially with the Royal Champion finishing up, maxed out Town Hall 13 on offense and maxed out Town Hall 13 on defense. But let's move across to another attack. This replay was incredible. Eve Maxi of Tribe Gaming, who did compete under 11 Original, winning the Town Hall 12 Cup, an expert at the game. He will be featured along with Rigotorez in the pro video that I was talking about. Hopefully I will be able to get that out in the next couple of days, but in terms of the dev build, we do only get that over the update period in order to show you the gameplay, and then obviously it is shut down from there. But we were able to capture the replays from the live stream and from some of the clans. Now Eve Maxi does the most incredible queen charge on this attack. He actually gets right into the middle of the base. Now the Lava Loon has always been top of the meta. It's been one of the best strategies in the game from Town Hall 9, 10, 11 and into Town Hall 12. There was a lot of questions as to whether it would be possible at Town Hall 13, especially because of the 2 scatter shot defenses, the splash damage which target air, but also because of the increased Giga Inferno Tower. Now Lava Loon definitely still works. The Sui Lalo method is going to be very difficult. However, look at Eve Maxi go, charging 1 layer, 2 layer, 3, 4, right into the center of the base, and he's going to be able to take out both of the scatter shot defenses here, which for a Lalo is incredibly difficult to get through. It will take down your balloons relatively quickly. That new defense is incredible. Enemy Queen is just as important as ever, and the Giga Inferno is even more important to charge than the Giga Tesla, because the balloons cannot get away from the freezing effect. Now because of the amount of splash around the base, you might actually have to Lalo 3 multi-target Infernos, but we did get an upgrade to the balloons. Obviously you have a higher Grand Warden level as well, not to mention that your Queen can charge even more because of the level 70 upgrade and the automatic ability. You can take a few more risks. Now what I want you to take note of, rewind back if you missed this, but Eve Maxi placed a couple of troops down to the bottom of the base in order to pull the healers into range of the multi-inferno as they went, or as the queen went down. Now what that does is protects the balloons. The healers basically tanked the beams of the multi-inferno, and that is a top level play. So do be sure to take a ground troop, a wizard, anything like that, where you can pull the healers in order to test for bombs, tank defenses, anything in order to help them balloons through. Very impressive indeed, but I want to show you yet again a different strategy. So attack number 1, you seen me attack with the Yeti Smash. The second attack, you seen the Queen charge Electro Dragons, then the Queen charge into Lalo. What about Hog Riders? Well, the Hog Riders work incredibly well. Again, if any of you guys did watch the Town Hall 13 live stream, be sure to let me know in the comments. Be sure to let me know your feedback. Did you enjoy my appearance on there? It's always an honor to be included in the Clash of Clans live streams. But we did see the Hog Riders used a couple of times, and one popular method was to use the Royal Champion, the new hero, alongside the Hog Riders in order to take out the defending Royal Champion. Now Hex of WHF attacking under Scatter Shotters does an incredible Queen charge again, and you will notice that the Queen charges are going to be important, I feel, definitely moving into the Town Hall 13 update. Because the Ice Golem pops down the bottom, helps to freeze all the defenses, I love the use of the Royal Champion. Now what that does is help to power the Queen into the center of the base. Just continue to funnel for the Archer Queen, helps to take down the Eagle, but also get to that next scatter shot. Now what you will see is basically this base is nearly gone by the time the Hog Riders come in. That is how powerful it can be with 4 heroes if you play it right. So the kill squad is basically just the Wall Wrecker, followed by the Queen charge, the Royal Champion, King to funnel for the Royal Champion, and check it out, the base is pretty much done. Before the Hog Riders come in, we are at 60%. There's only this top area of the base. Now, it is a little bit sketchy because, again, you want to try and take out the Town Hall as part of your Queen charge, but it's kind of the same as it's always been. It's not a necessity if you can get the value from the Queen charge. If you can take out literally all of the other splash damage and you can save onto your Grand Warden to use his tome through the Giga Inferno, yes, they get slowed down by the freezing effect, but you've still got a ton of Hog Riders to get through the base nice and easily, and Hex on this one really did show a perfect example of the Hog Riders. Now I do have another attack strategy I want to show you from the update from Town Hall 13 that I seen the pros doing. There was a ton of them, guys, and I managed to capture the replays, so just know that you will get to see more attacks in the coming days from the top players. So again, be sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss any of that, and we will be attacking as well. I like to give you my daily dose of me attacking, but let's move to the next one. We've seen the Electro Dragons work, but what about the regular dragons? I'm here to tell you that they do still work, and actually the dragons are going to be one of the stronger attacks I feel at Town Hall 13. Reason for that is now there's a lot of splash. It does make Lalo, Hog Riders, Miners, anything like that still possible, but definitely a lot more difficult. Now the dragons, the Electro Dragons, they do have a lot more hit points, so as long as you can take down the air defense relatively well, then you should be good to get the dragons through. Now for this reason, I think we might actually see some more single target infernos coming back in, because you have a good spread of splash. You don't need all of the multis. We might see 1, potentially even 2 of them getting swapped to a single inferno to try and counteract the heroes, try and counteract these strategies, because we've got enough splash as it is. But we're able to create the funnel either side of the base, dragons come in, and again you've got that Royal Champion, which can be good to be relatively flexible and actually just watch, see where the troops go. Sometimes they path one way or the other. You can then bring the Royal Champion in from the opposite side, for example, in order to take them remaining defenses down. Similar to a Town Hall 12, you do want to try and get to the Giga Inferno relatively early. You don't want to get there at the last part of the attack where your dragons have all spread and ultimately they're going to struggle to get through it. But as the dragons start to spread there, we've got that Royal Champion coming in from the north. The ability is so epic. as part of a dragon attack, if you can pop the ability early and make sure to one-shot a defense, an air defense, sorry, and that protects the dragons, then I would probably recommend that actually, because it's something that can do a great job at then protecting the dragons if you press it early instead of necessarily waiting. So that is going to wrap it up for this one, guys. Maxed out Town Hall 13 attacks. I hope you enjoyed it. Obviously, you got an example from me, so you did get to see me attacking as you normally do, but also learned a couple of different strategies that you can use for Town Hall 13. Now, we did a similar thing where we attacked Town Hall 13 bases with the Yeti specifically. I'm going to link that video on your screen here so you can check it out. It was a fun one, guys, but that wraps it up. Until next time, peace out.